Hello and welcome to the MC Championship Scuffed games reveal video. This is just a quick short update video because earlier today the MCC Twitter announced all the games that would be featured in the Decision Dome Dell this weekend for MCC Scuffed. So let's talk about it. Do you want to know what's actually scuffed though? Besides this event, the fact that only a small percentage of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. For now, let's dive into which games we will see this Saturday, the 1st of April at 8 PM BST for MCC Scuffed. So on screen right now is the graphic that the MCC Twitter revealed today at 4:45 PM BST on Wednesday 29th March for the non-canon MCC Scuffed event. Well, is this a goofy troll for April Fools? The differences compared to previous games graphics are that the entire graphic is in black and white as well as the Shutterblock watermark. And no, that's not a real company, it's just a Scuffed spin-off of Shutterstock. As we all expected for an event that's literally titled MCC Scuffed, this is all just so messed up. Literally some of the game's icons are larger than others. Sands of Time actually has 2 icons and every image is a screenshot of a random angle from the Season 2 Build Mart Central Arena. So as you can see, we don't have much to work with. We don't even know if this is legit, of course, let alone if the whole event is real and actually happening later this week. Clearly this is intended to be a joke regardless of whether these are the games or not. It doesn't matter too much, especially as this is a non-canon event. From now to the end of this video, let's assume this is all 100% accurate and this is what we are getting in the Decision Dome in 3 days time. So as usual, there's 9 games, and while that would normally mean 4 games are benched, this event is set to be anything but normal. So instead we have 7 games benched. These are Ace Race, Grid Runners, Meltdown, Parkour Tag, Parkour Warrior, Rocket Speed Rush, and Sky Battle. How is this possible, you ask? Well, take another look at the games graphic now. If you somehow haven't noticed, there are 4 build marts. This is absolutely hilarious as it is MCC's most controversial game and was gone for a while. We didn't see it in rotation from MCC 27 Underdogs onwards, but was last played in MCC 24, so this certainly makes up for the lack of playtime. None of the images are marked with a remix ribbon. Perhaps there are no game remixes therefore, but with every image taken from the build mart map, it's likely every game is technically remixed. Again, if we assume this is all correct. Now if we zoom into the top left image, you'll see a floating upper island from build mart that has the word copper as a huge sign above it. But what's more peculiar is the fact that despite being labeled as one of many build marts this event, the survival games icon is used and it's bigger than any other game icon on the graphic. But survival games is already in the roster as we'll come to in a second. This could mean far too many things than can be covered in this video. If you have any thoughts, let us know in the comments below. It could be a build mart SG crossover like the MCC 24 remix between build mart and Sands of Time, or simply a red herring to throw us off. Next up, Battle Box once again on the build mart map. Wow guys, look at that, a new map for real. The image shows the massive fan at the center of the map. Players will run to it from either side of it out of their team bases to receive a long updraft up, at which point they can use their elytra to glide across the map to access any block section including upper islands. Maybe the fan is meant to be the 3x3 area of concrete. Now we have build mart number 2 using its normal game icon this time. The image displays a corner view that looks into the center. That black circle in the middle of the image is actually the big fan we just saw. Let's take a look at To Get to the Other Side and Whack a Fan, or TGTTOSAWAF. Important to note that while the image here is for only one of the maps, in the event there are actually 6 rounds on 6 different maps. Don't be fooled, this is not a street road with buildings surrounding it, it's just another upper island from build mart. This time the wood section where players would collect logs. This could work though, you know, have players run through this aisle and use their elytra to glide down to the fan, which could be the finish line where all the fans are located. Get it? Fan with fans? Yeah? It's back to build mart for the 3rd time, again showing more exciting upper islands. Yay. Does anyone know what that sign in the top left says? I have no clue. It has the letter H, which I don't think any existing upper islands have. This could be a new zone, which would be the first new map covered in this video. This one is genuinely intriguing though. Sands of Time really has me stumped. It's the classic coin bank sphinx from the real Sands of Time dungeon located at spawn, but it's been dropped onto an upper island in build mart. This is confirmation that the Noxcrew, the team behind MCC, did actually tinker with the layout and made some changes. Guess what's next? Oh, build mart. Quite unexpected. For a change, the image shows a lower island where all the colored blocks can be found. With max saturation, you can see that the left tower contains lime concrete, so this entire island is most likely the lime color island. There's also an orange jump pad in the bottom right, which has always been there. The penultimate game is survival games, which I hinted at earlier. A bit of a random image. It's a group of giant rocks situated above the upper islands as decoration, which players aren't typically meant to access. Bit of a stretch, but perhaps the SG map is inside the rock in the top right. At this point, all we can do is speculate. We physically can't deduce anything else. Finally, let's discuss Hole in the Wall. Once again, the image is completely useless. I'm convinced it's a troll now. No way this is the map. The image just shows the outside of the build mart arena, but like really far away. Although there are strips of black and yellow at the bottom, so that's an indication that there may be something there. The last thing to say is that we'll be told in advance of the event about each game and its changes in the MCC Scuffed update video, which will release on Friday 31st March, so the day before the event on the Noxcrew YouTube channel. It will certainly be an interesting video to watch to see whether they keep playing with this supposed troll or if they actually reveal the truth. I'll link this channel and the original games announcement graphic down below in the description. Well, I've been your host and I'll catch you all next week for the top fails from MCC MCC Scuffed. Oh, and don't forget to watch it this Saturday. See ya, Minecraft champions.